Good evening, I am Dr. Oculus, and our good friends over at KiWI Design have been whipping me so many goodies, my head is spinning, but one of the things they have sent me is the crown jewel, the gem of the collection, the made for Meta RGB vertical stand. Now, this stand is good for both Quest 2, 3 and even the Quest Pro. So I will test all three of those on this thing. But I've got to tell you, it's substantial. It's actually quite weighty. The box is, you know, what you usually expect from KiWI. It's an RGB vertical stand, easy to place and charge your headset with magnetic USB-C connector. It has it's going to save me space because of its vertical design, as opposed to the horizontal of many of them, which is actually quite good because my use case for it does actually have a place that's about this size, as opposed to the other one where it realistically needed to be on a table, and I don't have a table. It has ambient multicolor RGB light with 16 preset options to choose the style you like. It has an easy setup and modular design with push-to-fit assembly. So let's give this a look. So the input is 5 volt 3 amp, 9 volt 3 amp, or 12 volt 3 amp. So we can put 12 volts into it. It has the magnetic attachment, so you can just keep that connected to your Quest at all times, slot it on, and it just starts charging, which is lovely indeed. And so I cannot wait to get into this thing. I want to give a massive shout out to the folks over at KiWI for providing me with this unit. I am very much going to make good use of this. So first things first, I think we may need a knife. Yes. Right, so let's knife it. Let's slide it out. There we go. Pop that to one side, and here we have the lovely packaging. I do very much enjoy the packaging of the KiWI Design stuff. It just looks simple yet elegant. Now in the lid it does say please check user manual for detailed instructions. I do thoroughly recommend you check the user manual because on the test units I had for their Quest 2 version of this, I didn't check the manual and then I botched the installation. So yeah, definitely check the manual. So we have this little box here. What's inside of this? Ooh, this is the lovely stand. Oh yes. So what the area that I botched the installation was actually the controller hangers, but these are already pre-installed and they look like they're going to hold our Quest controllers very nicely. Very good. Right, okay, let's get those off of here, and we have a lovely peel to do here. That feels quite soft actually. It's not, it is just plastic, it's not anything else, but it almost feels borderline rubbery. That's witchcraft. How have they made plastic feel like rubber? Maybe it is in fact rubber, I don't know. Right, so that's what's in there. We also have, yes, the charging cable, and here are our instructions. And there's nothing else in that box there, so let's chuck that to one side for now. And we have the modular design as previously mentioned. There we go, that one out there. It's all very well packaged. There's no danger of this coming loose, I don't think, in transit. This particular parcel, for example, was just dumped on my doorstep by the delivery company, you know, the people that have massive smiles on their boxes, and they just walked away, which was fantastic because I wasn't in town. So thanks very much for that one, Jeff. But luckily I was able to see them on the security cameras and send a minion to go and take the delivery in for me. Yes, this is why the volcano layer has so many cameras. Definitely not so I can keep an eye on you and send Fluffy in if you're misbehaving. So these are all the pieces. This is a very weighty base. That is not toppling at all. So that's going to keep our headset nice and planted. And let's have a look at the instructions. So this is our support. It shows us the way everything is packaged, which is good if we ever need to rebox it. Not that we ever will. Okay, so power goes into there. Yes, lovely. Now, it is worth noting there is no long power cable that comes with this. You will be using the power cable that just comes with your Quest or any other USB-C type charger that you have. You are not strictly limited to any of them. I think I'm going to use... yeah, I might use the Steam Deck charger because that's quite a chonker. It puts out a lot of power. Okay, so our setup instructions show us putting this in this section here. That makes sense. So this is going to go in there like so. I'm not going to force that in just yet. And then the power cable through the back. That plugs into the side. And then everything else is as it is. We have buttons on the front to turn on the RGB light. Short press the power button once. The power button is going to be directed to me on one of these images, presumably. To test the RGB light carefully before assembling the components, do not disassemble left-right controller holder. Connect the RGB platform with a USB cable and power adapter. Do you know what? We can do that because, and to stay on brand, the lovely KiWI Designs external battery pack, available now at all good retailers. And here is a USB cable. So let's take it for a spin, shall we? We've got an in and an out on this thing. And then if we plug a USB cable in here, there we go. Yeah, look at that, we've got RGB. I can imagine the camera is not best picking that up. Let's see if we can kill the lights a little bit. There we go. And that's instantly adjusted to the light or lack thereof. Well, there we have RGB, and it has multiple modes. Oh, yes. We have just purple. We can stay on brand. Blue, lighter blue, green, yellow, orange, red. Back to purple again. So we can cycle with this button apparently. And then this button turns everything off. Right, let us do a spot of assembly. Let's get the lights back on. First things first, let's unplug the battery for now. Right, and it says the first step is to connect this to this, like so. The next step, if you follow the instructions, step 4 is to connect this to the base, which slots on here. There we go, nice click. Next we connect the back to the front. So that will be this connected to this. In there. There's a groove that it slots into. And then this is going to slot over the top section here, like so. And that's now clipped into place. Now we are fully assembled. All we need now is to power this bad boy. So we can feed the cable through the back there. Now we're powered up. And now we need a headset. So let us add the power cable. Now, this particular head strap that we have already comes with the magnetic charger already connected, which is fantastic. But you don't need, so if we go like this, it's found its hole and it's now, I have a large head. There we go. There we go. It's now found its home and it is now charging. So that's now charging the Quest nicely, as you can hear as it bounces around the magnetic connection. This is a top-down camera, it's not doing me any favors. But yes, so that's how it's going to store our Quest and keep it nicely charged. Now, I am using the KiWI head strap, but not to fear, because if you do not have the KiWI head strap, you can use any head strap you desire. It comes with the adapter needed, so straight away we're now charging. I absolutely love the fact that I don't have to keep connecting and disconnecting my battery in order to use the Quest. That is a great feature that I am absolutely going to love. And then of course we have our controller holders on the sides, and now everything is neatly packed away for you to have a freshly charged Quest ready to go whenever you need it. If you use headphones as well, you also have the added convenience of being able to hold headphones on there and not hinder the use. Now, I am just powering this with a KiWI battery pack at the moment, just purely for convenience, but we will be doing more testing in the future to get a better idea as to how long it takes to charge the head strap, the Quest, everything using this adapter, using the head strap adapter. I'm just going to test it all. So I'll be rigorously testing that over the coming days. When you see this video, the results will be available right now. Check. So, looking at the timestamp here, I've been using this headstand now for 3 months, and I have to tell you, it's brilliant. My biggest problem that I have with it is that I have quite a large head. So when I place the headset on the headstand, it misses the holder at the back, falls off, and that can sometimes cause me to have to jiggle it before I can get it right and get it back on charge again. I found the quickest and easiest solution is just to wind it in a few notches. Fits down perfectly, never had a problem since. So yeah, that is my biggest issue that I have with this. The RGB lights, I've turned those off because, well, quite frankly, aesthetics, clearly, as you can tell, not as big of an important thing to me as others may be. Other than that, though, it's always got a Quest on charge. Like, I've always got a charged Quest, which is something that somebody like me very much appreciates. I really have to say, it's so convenient having a Quest on charge and available at all times. So I thoroughly recommend that you do go ahead and try it. If you're looking for a Quest stand, I can't think of a reason not to go for this one. I do very much enjoy its vertical form factor over a horizontal one, as I mentioned in my video. I have a small square steering wheel stand that I have in the corner, and it is holding my headsets that are on charge. It's very, very good. It's convenient. It keeps them out of the daylight, because sometimes the sun creeps through this window and it can catch headsets and it can catch me off guard. So by having them where they are, it's very, very convenient for me. So yes, the vertical form factor, I prefer that to the larger horizontal one that I had for the Quest 2. And I do thoroughly recommend this. I'll leave links to it in the description below if you want to check it out. I'll see if I can find you on Amazon. Just make sure, if you're looking for a Quest 3 one, you get the Quest 3 one. The rubber that connects to the charging port is a little bit longer. If you get a Quest 2 one, you're going to miss, and it's not going to work. You need the Quest 3 version. And the good news is it works for the Quest 2, so if you've got a Quest 2 but you're thinking of going for a Quest 3, you may as well just buy the Quest 3 version now, and then that way, it's future-proof. That's going to do it for today. Thank you very much for watching, and don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and all the other fun gubbins. And if you want to see me using all of these KiWI accessories, I do very much use them and have been for months. Head on over to twitch.tv/DrOculusVR for my weekly live streams, where we play all kinds of fun games and get up to all kinds of shenanigans. Okay, everybody, thanks for watching, and the Doctor is out. It puts the lotion on its skin.